Good morning, this is Morning Coffee. You ever have that thought, like the song says, no one knows the life I've known? How hard I've tried and still made a mess of my life. Whew. I tell you, when I rolled over and got out of bed this morning, I had recognized that I was in a holding place, and that I've been in a holding place for about 3 years now. That's a long time. And in that holding place, in that place where it seems like I'm trying desperately to find out what the solution to the problems are, and notice I said solution. I want this inner peace that I keep striving for. I want to be happy, but sometimes it doesn't appear like I have the strength from within to make myself happy, or to keep myself in that consistent place. So in the holding place, I find out that I develop a sense of entitlement. Like, why me? Or why am I not able to get through what I'm going through? Why isn't the breakthrough? Why isn't the breakthrough coming for me? In that place, you find yourself doing stuff like watching TV all day, and you're not recognizing that you could spend hours in front of the TV, and I'm using that as an example because you begin to develop insight about yourself. You begin to have out-of-body experience watching you in the holding place and wondering, when am I going to come out of this? When am I going to stop looking at TV just so that I can get back into the reality of my own life? And that's why you're watching TV, because you don't want to deal with the reality of your own life. There's bills to be paid. There's progress to be made. And so there's a cry of desperation that happens in the holding place. Can I talk to you? There's a cry of desperation that happens there. And although you feel as if you have hit a low point, you've hit a point of desperation, something is happening on the inside of your spirit. There's a surgery going on. I'm telling you, because I'm coming out of the holding place. 3 years. 3 years. It's like being in the wilderness, knowing that God has the ability to bring me out, but realizing I can't God this and God that, and I can't God my way out of this. It's an assignment that's been given to me to where I desperately begin to call on help from on high. Because of myself, I recognize that I don't have the ability to come out of the holding place. You know what your holding place is. So I was thinking about this song that's playing in the background. Woo! And your spirit begins to just say, I need your spirit now. And you tap into the very essence of that, and you touch it, and you touch and agree that it is time for you. It could be a relationship that you've been in for 3 years. It could be an illness that you've been going through, trying to get through for 3 years. It could be a process. You could be getting a divorce from just being entangled, and now the grieving starts. I don't care what it is. You could have just lost someone precious to you. You've been in the holding place too long. The holding place develops a lot of stuff. Procrastination, which means that you find yourself there and you can't hardly see your way out because you put off today what you think you're going to do tomorrow, and you only end up right back in front of the TV, watching TV all day just so that you can avoid experiencing the experience of living and of going through your go-through. A lot of times I don't want to go through my go-through. So God will speak a word in the wilderness. And this morning when I rolled out of bed, those lyrics hit my no one knows the life I've known. And it's not from a pitiful spot. It's just from a point of identification. You can't share my story if you haven't walked in my shoes. And because the process becomes so individual and our lives, you know, are so personal and our relationship with the loving God is personal. No, I can say it of myself in the holding place. Look, I should have had my LCSW. But I put so much stuff in front of it till it renders me just powerless to myself. And I can't even move. I should have been and paid some of the people that I owe the money back. But I get entangled in, once again, trying to please another person and making sure that they have to where I forsake myself. And then sometimes I just get lazy in that place and say, I'll get it. I should have been and wrote the book and the play. Been and done that. But again, the laws of gravity, you know, spiritual wickedness in high places. And that's me participating in self-inflicted nonsense where I can give all my time to my distractions and to the things that pleasure me. And I barely give time to the things that the Holy Spirit has ordained in me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Can I talk to you? So I find myself in a holding place. Listen, I should have been and taken my butt back to church. I'm a member of Love Fellowship Tabernacle. And that's not to give them kudos. I need to say that I'm a member there so that I can simply remember that I'm a member there. Because I will stop going and I'll find myself hibernating in the holding place. And I will miss the opportunities that feed my spirit and keep me alive. Whew. So when I got up this morning and I heard the voice of Walter Hawkins and that choir and his sister that sings that song, I need your spirit now. I tell you, I found myself saying it is time to come out of the holding place. So whatever spot you're in this morning, and I'm talking about frame of mind, I'm talking about your spirit, I'm talking about your body, I'm talking about your soul, whatever spot that you have found yourself connected to, disconnect from that connection in the holding place. Because it is time to begin to use that experience there to build the foundation that the Creator has placed inside of you and me. It is time to do the work of Him that has sent us. And so that's it today. That's where I'm at. I ain't going to put no cut on that. I've been as transparent as I possibly could. This is Morning Coffee. Have a peaceful day.